Everybody, welcome back to GregTech New Horizons, episode 50 with me, Sid, and I haven't got a massive amount. I've been kind of working, well, I've just been working doing jobs, really, and I spent probably most of the day, the day being the 11th of February, well, the day that actually not been the 11th of February, about a week in advance, but at the time you're watching this is the 11th of February, which means that I had my cake yesterday, and I am now a year older and a year wiser. Alright, a year older. But I've been kind of just keeping on top. What? Well, you got. You're supposed to be able to do that. Why did you not do that? Program 1. Maybe I need to. Oh no, it should be set to 1. So why did? Oh, we'll let that run through. So I've been pottering around. I've got steel running. I've been running aluminium. I've done another thing of charcoal. I haven't pulled it all out yet. I have reduced the number of dusts I'm holding considerably. Still got a little bit of way to go to get those out and processed. That needs to be cooked along with that. And I have traded the fish things again. So that was the last one I put down. And I've emptied most of these at least once, getting all of the good stuff out of them, including the treasures. A little bit more treasure appeared in that one. And yeah, I've just been kind of pottering along. But I have got myself a few things lined up that I would like to try and do. Again, I'm going to try and keep this to a shorter episode because the faces are everywhere. But over here I have got a number of items. We're going to start off here with this fella. Luckily, but a lot of this was already, I got most of these items, so became somewhat easier. But I think that was the one. So a basic mixer, and there's a reason I want a basic mixer. But it also does complete quests for us, so that's a bonus. In the low voltage tier, if I were a basic mixer, where would I be? There. Yeah, we'll get that. It wasn't a big loot thing, but the basic mixer's going to be useful, and I think I'm going to need... No, I need bigger. I need the big old boy tin cable, don't I? Have I not got any of that left? Oh, okay, let's have a look. That there is a 12 tin cable. 12 X tin. So that is one of those with 4 of those, and that is 6 ingots for 1. Now I only realistically need 1 at the moment, so I'll just go and do 3. I've got plenty after all. Oops, hello, one too many. Boop. So let me get this going. Wire mill, that is, program is 12, okay. Boop. And boop. And part of me is wanting to try and bum rush this thing up to medium voltage. You know, we got that next time, but I just want to follow the quest through a little bit just to see what it comes up with, because I am sure within the medium voltage line, some of this, like plant mass or mixing it at MV level, which comes along there, but you know, or advanced fluid extractors and fish oil or whatever, I am certain that this is kind of going to point me in the direction of things I need to do. So, and for that I am going to need 12 of those, aren't I? That's right, isn't it? No, it's not. It's not 12. It is... Oh, it was 12. Okay, fine. Right, and we'll pop you in here with a little bit of one of those. And I really do need to get my storage sorted out up here a wee bit as well. But get some of that, get a little bit of that, some of that, do that, and pop. Like a so. Pop down the mixer, and you get, well, unsurprisingly, a basic mixer. Now the reason I wanted the basic mixer is I wanted to run these 3 dusts through the basic mixer. And if we look at steel dust and have a look at the mixer, you'll see that on program setting 2 it creates electrical steel dust. So 2, 1, 2, 3, and that will put us one step in the right direction to the EnderIO. Quest, which if we look over here requires electrical steel. I also need conductive iron and pulsating iron. So let's have a look at what I need for conductive iron. Conductive iron requires the dust again, I think. Somewhere about it there is a thinger for the dust. Probably in there. Yeah, the dust. And the dust for conductive iron is silver, iron, and redstone alloy. Have I got any redstone alloy? That's the question. Silver, iron, I think it said, didn't we? Let's have a look again. Let's have something to eat first. Some cooked turtle. I am not suggesting that anybody should ever eat cooked turtle. Redstone alloy, 1, 2, 3. Silver, 3. And iron, 3. I think that's what we said. So we need to just things. I have spent some time upgrading these pipes to the potting fluid pipes, and I'm going to pick that up. This will possibly complete. No, maybe not. Right, which hang on, I'm going to have to check that alloy. But there is another reason why I was pushing that that quest. And we'll come back over here in a moment. The reason I wanted that was I have a choice, and I can go copper cables, electric, or diamond. I'm going to go with that because I need one of those to make this. It's biochaff. Okay. Wow. So biochaff is centrifuged 1 to 1. Okay. Not going to argue with that. That's going to go into this recipe up here, which is why I was kind of plotting in a direction there. Now, let's have a look back at this conductive iron thing, shall we, while we're waiting on that. Conductive iron is going to be U. Redstone alloy. Dust. Silver. Redstone alloy is not got an ingot. I mean, it'd be nice if the first thing it showed you out the gate was the ingot, wouldn't it? Redstone alloy ingot versus red alloy. Oh, no, yeah, wrong metal. Right, so now we need to check what we need to do for redstone alloy ingot. Because I'm pretty certain I don't have any. Red alloy, but not redstone alloy. Because that's not confusing at all, is it? Okay, let's have a look at that again then. Boop, 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 boop. Redstone, raw silicon, and coal. Wow, that's actually really cheap. I'll make 3. Raw silicon, I'm fairly certain I've got some of that. Coal. And raw silicon. Boop, boop, boop. And I actually only needed 3 of those, but I'll cook another 3 anyway while we're at it. More potting. Okay, in the EBF. Pop you away. Yeah, so I'm kind of pushing some of these quest lines just because I'm not entirely sure where they're going to end up exactly. Let me go and pop those in there. Eighty seconds. It's going to take a hot minute for those to cook, so while we're at it, we'll go and pulverize those. And, well, I'll be back in a second. Of course, I was somewhat stupid because I actually don't want the ingots. I actually want these. Oh, wow. I need more. Give. Right, silver and iron. I need at least 1 more because I need 8. How did I not spot that that only creates 2? Oh, you're supposed to do it in the mixer. Alright, okay. That was my mistake then. An easy mistake to make, and the reason the macerator wasn't working is because I'd actually turned it off. So, yeah, that kind of explains a lot. Still, doesn't matter. We must remember not to mix it in the thing, but to do it in the mixerator, which is what we made the thing for. However, we'll do that. That will make me those. I think we needed 8, didn't we? Then 8 pulsating ingots is going to be iron, ender pearl, and redstone alloy dust. Of course it is. Of course it is. So I'm going to whack those through. I'm going to just see if I can't get that to go, because that should. That's an HV recipe. Okay, so what else can I do with that then? I can just smelt you in there back into aluminium. Okay, that's fine. Right, ender pearl. I need another redstone alloy, and let's start off with that again. Redstone alloy. Boop, 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 boop. Redstone, raw silicon, and coal dust. Coal and raw silicon. So I only need to macerate one of those, don't I? Ender pearl dust, I'm going to assume it's 1 per. Let's have a look. Macerator. Maybe. And that is the one, isn't it, that we mix, yep, to make that. An iron, so 3 more iron. While we're at it, we'll sort this aluminium out. Now, it does say, let's just look at the quest. It says, you've probably used EnderIO before. Yes, I have, which is why I was interested in it. It's quite useful for a lot of things, but the recipes are different and it's not as useful for some things like ore processing. Let's go through what it has to offer. Note that the other half is in high voltage. Okay. We got a choice reward for the various things and some stuff, and that will then open up something else, including conduits, which I must admit it's one of my preferred elements of EnderIO is the conduits. So I'll be interested to see how much worse or better they are than they are in vanilla EnderIO. Kind of works, doesn't it? But well, we just need to whack you through there as well. Come along, do your thing. Lovely. Right, we'll go and mix that lot up in a moment. We just need to go and check on these aluminiums, because aluminium is the secret here. We need to keep on top of that, which means there should be some, yeah, plenty of aluminiums in there, which we can process using the big steam boiler for the time being. Steam EBF. And what am I looking like power wise? We're good. Should we double check what I'm looking like steam wise? Yeah, passable. Stick. I'm just putting them in about 4 at a time. That seems to drain the first bank of batteries down. So, you know, just seems to be a reasonable level. Okay, let's have a look at you in the mixer. Ingredient, okay. Bang, bang, bang. And then, of course, we need to cook all of these, and that will open up that quest. We can get rid of that, however. And you'll have to let me know if this kind of format where... Actually, I've just realised I probably don't want to be running all of those through. Because, let's have a look at you. You're going to use 144,000 EU. In fact, I probably only want to do 8 of them. once this is finishing anyway. Because these are only, might even have to do these in this fashion. Let it run down, run it back up, let it run down, run it back up. Right, I'm going to do 4 and then we'll see how that goes. And, well, I'll be back once I've cooked all of this lot up. See you in a moment. Alright, well, we got the electrical. I'm going to just do that last one. The problem is if you don't use oxygen with it, it takes 288,000 RF. EU even. Which basically is all of this one. And a third, half of that one. Now the problem is we're going to have the same problem here. It takes 144 EU if we do it that way, or double if we do it without the hoofer. Even the alloy blast smelter, which is not anywhere close to happening, is going to hammer that. So we aren't going to complete that quest today. I think that's... Oh, hang on. You need to be back on 1 for that, don't you? I had a little bit of oxygen. There you go. So I'm going to process these between episodes while I'm doing other things. But we've got the electrical steel, and those are due later. So the other items we need, and these will complete quests. I had all of the motors and bits and pieces I needed. It was just some of the additional stuff that I wasn't 100% on. So I've got a medium voltage motor, and those will give me an electric pump, which will go a long way to that item there. We can get rid of you, and we can get rid of you for now. But we also need to do this one, so that's going to be those. Let me just, well, hello. Yeah, I know that's complete. I'm going to take you, and we'll take those bits over here, and we'll take that there. And the electric pump requires a screwdriver and a wrench, which I should have here to get you done. Boop, boop. And then we can take those 3 items, and I pulled everything together to make another medium voltage hull. We already had one of those, and obviously I kind of directed our items in a way that will mean that we get that. Now that should be biodiesel alternative, which is here, and I'm going to go for the chips. The aluminium plates are a bit of a painful, but that's fine. And then we need 64 cans of fish oil. So, and we can put that away. For that I'm going to need 64 cans, which in itself could be challenging. I think I've got some cans somewhere. I know I have. Just got to remember where. Probably, if I was going to have anything floating around, over there. And I should have a whole bunch of fish in there. I don't know how many I'll need, so of course this has not been silenced yet, so I think this is something we're going to do over time. And I don't think it will give us any more if we no, it's always 40. That is going to take a lot of fish, which of course is why we went down this route here, because all of these, except that one won't, the jellyfish won't, the crab won't, but everything else will become fish. Just doesn't have to. I think you can just put them in like this, but obviously it's a lot easier if I can stick a stack of fishies in than but I suspect this is going to be something that is going to take a while. Again, something I'm going to be running between episodes to maximize the potential output and get those 64 oils. Ultimately, I'm going to have to get into item transport. But right now, manual is fine. So for the fact you can't shift click things out of that, this is one of the annoying elements that I find with these fish traps. I mean, it's not the end of the world, don't get me wrong, but it is annoying. Still, it's not a major problem, is it? As problems go, there are worse problems to have, I am sure. So let me just pull this lot together. I'll get what I can out of this. I mean, obviously by the time I've harvested half of these, they are ready again to be harvested, but not fully. And I'm wondering whether I should contemplate something like putting these under with the hopper underneath to draw out, so we get everything out and it all gets kind of filtered into one place, but that's probably something for later. Right now I'm more interested in just getting steps in the right, little fairy steps in the right direction, and eventually we'll have a whole load of fishies and they will make oil, and the oil will be used to make more power. I also need to work out the practicalities of this, because if this costs more, power to process all of the fish into oil than you get from then using the oil for the fish, and I can't see how that would be the case, otherwise it wouldn't be point, and C wouldn't have been suggesting it to me. I know you will go. I'm not sure about the octopus, whether that converts or not. Let's find out. It does. So anyway, let me continue on with this. The only other thing we've got is we did also push that part, what was it? The plant pulp thing again. So that should be ready to claim now as well. So yeah, I'll get this done, be back in a second. Alright, well after all that, and I think with 6 stacks of fish, we got 24 cells complete, so yeah, some way on the way there. So 24, and I need 64, don't I? So I only need 40 of those only. So between episodes, we're going to be working on getting this lot processed. I'd ideally like to do it with more oxygen, so I'll dig around and come up with whatever I've got to come up with the best way of getting that, because I'm still not certain. And we also did get this biochaff, which I completely forgot about in my thing. And biochaff. Ooh. Now that is a difficult call. Those I can do, they're dirt cheap. Still don't like those. Right, and then we've got an IC2 fluid canner. First way you get biomass out of biochaff is you flow 1 bucket of water, and 1 biochaff gives you 1 bucket of biomass. Not really recommended. You should focus on GregTech machines. Okay, fine. Or we can go to the brewery. Brewing stands are started using Thorncraft to make one, then you can craft a brewery and get 1,000 orders to a better ratio and a much faster recipe. Okay. Or option 3 is the pyrolyze oven. Pyrolyze. You're able to reap the reward of coil speed increases. You can also sidestep the need. That's a multi-block. Okay. Okay. So basically, probably the easiest one is to go and use 2 GregTech machines to make an industrial craft machine, which he doesn't recommend that you use. Or brewery, but you need a brewing stand for that. I don't think I've found one. And that will get me to there. There's also bio-organic math. Okay. Well, it didn't really get me anywhere, but it did get me a couple more decent circuits, so I'm not going to grumble at that. And you can go in there along with those spare cells. I'm going to pop that down here, kind of building up a pile of crap at the bottom of here again now. But yeah, that's probably going to be it for this episode. Until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.